Hello everyone, I am JOEHOVA. Welcome to War of Rights. We've been invited once again to join the United European Community on one of their Saturday events, and today we're at Hill's Counterattack. And this is late in the afternoon of the battle when AP Hill's men finally came up from Harper's Ferry and hit the Union that were attacking Sharpsburg, Burnside's boys, that finally did make it over the bridge in the late afternoon. And so this is part of that battlefield where Hill's men saved Robert E. Lee's army from almost total destruction. You can see the Mama Farm in the distance on fire. Now, the one thing about this game, the only thing I can say about this game that is not technically historically accurate on the field is Burnside's bridge in this area of the battlefield. And the reason is just for space. The Antietam battlefield in real life was absolutely massive. And so where we are here, the Antietam bridge is actually, Burnside's bridge, would really be more in the area of where the middle bridge would be on the real battlefield. But you can see Antietam Creek there. I'm trying to get a shot. I was hoping maybe I could see Burnside's bridge from this area. But I just can't get high enough in the air. But if we look there, if that's Mama Farm, on fire in the distance, that would be the Piper Farm there. So the sunken lane would be right out here, which you can't really see it from here. And then this field, of course, would be much, much further south. So we're fighting in kind of the middle bridge area. So the middle bridge would have been right about this area over here. And I think the game actually puts Burnside's bridge kind of right down in this area over there. But again, I can't see it, so it's hard for me to tell. But that's kind of your history lesson for the day. So this is just reenacting, kind of what happened late in the afternoon. Now, on this battlefield, and today we have, just for everybody, we got the 8th Florida and Jenkins Brigade on the Confederate side. We've got the 20th New York and the 51st New York on the Union side. So 20th will be carrying the red flag, 51st with the American flag. Harder on the Confederate side because they both have South Carolina flags. So it's going to be tough to tell these guys apart. You can see the leadership in the meeting now. We'll stay away from that. But there's your Jenkins Brigade along with your 8th Florida there as well. They're all singing to themselves. I really can't tell them apart very easily. The Jenkins Brigade, looks like they've got the primarily blue tops, so maybe that will help us. And 8th Florida is going to be more in the regular street garb, if you will. So maybe we'll be able to tell those guys apart. Typically on this battlefield, it's a long, drawn-out situation because the point of contention is right there where the Union are standing. They spawn back in this area. The Confederates spawn where you see them now, in this spawn area here. Typically what will happen, nobody wants to hold the point of contention at the very beginning of the battle. And what you'll see are Confederates doing one of a few things. They're on the attacking side. They'll usually come up this side of the field, up this road, crossing this road, going up that fence line, and trying to hit the Union on the flank right here. This corner back here that you're looking at on the fence line is a heated point of contention because the Confederates cannot cross it, but the Union can stay back in that corner. What you'll also see are Confederate units coming along the right side of the battlefield along this fence line, up along this edge, and trying to get into the field. So we'll follow along. This is kind of the direction they'll go. In this corner, they'll cross at this area trying to get into these rocks and eventually into the middle of the field. But most of your fighting is going to be long distance at the beginning. They're just going to try to take tickets from each other. So we'll see a lot of musket firing behind this fence line here, down in that road. And sometimes you'll even see the Confederates just do straight up the middle and try to hold the road and shoot into the field that way. But I would imagine these Union regiments are either going to come back here into this side of the fence and try to shoot along the Confederates, and or back in this area here. You'll also get a heated point of contention in these rocks and these bushes right here as well. So it all depends on how they want to fight, and we're just here to watch it happen. So hopefully these guys will get started fairly quickly. You can see the 8th Florida already getting in formation, preparing to move out. Jenkins Brigade on the move. So it looks like Jenkins Brigade is going to the right. These companies appear to be about the same size today. Oh, we got 1/2 of Jenkins Brigade. So the rules allow for units to break up into groups of 10, but they have to fight as a line in line formation. So we've got Jenkins Brigade splitting in 2 different directions here. So this will be interesting. See if Florida stays as one group or if they split up as well. All right, so that's what your Confederates are doing on the march. Okay, we've already got the 51st going up toward the fence line, but they thought better of it. They're coming to the rocks, it looks like. And they've got Jenkins Brigade coming right at them. Part of it, anyway. There's your Jenkins boys. Followed along by the 8th Florida. Already taking shots from the 51st. I don't see any smoke. That was the 20th. 20th already hitting the Florida from this distance. But they're going to have the other side of Jenkins Brigade coming up behind them. Haven't seen them yet from this distance. Lost the other side of Jenkins Brigade. This happens often. This battlefield's one of the hardest for me because the units split up so far. It's hard to get a grasp of where everyone is at all the time. You can see 8th Florida here, Jenkins Brigade on the fence. Both flags in this area. There's the other side of Jenkins Brigade. They're moving up the fence line. Here they come, trying to get around the 20th. Major Dunk running this side of the line. So 51st and 20th are already engaged. We've got 8th Florida and 1/2 of Jenkins Brigade here. Oh, flag bearer down. 51st raining a deadly fire in. They've got the rocks. Looks like 20th is coming over to support.
There goes.
20th going straight around to the fence line.
Nicht in die Büsche, sonst crasht euer Game.
Buffet's right.
Giftige
Buffet's right.
Marsch. Und
A lot of bullets hitting the rocks right there. 20th New York on the fence line. I guess they were taking fire from the other part of Jenkins Brigade, so they're kind of watching their back there. Weber trying to get a look to see exactly where Jenkins Brigade is and where those shots were coming from. I cannot see them from here. I don't know if he can. Meanwhile, 51st is hotly engaged with the 8th Florida along with 1/2 of Jenkins Brigade. And looks like 51st is firing into the sun a little bit. They've got a bit of a disadvantage, but they do have good cover. You can hear them call the move. They're not moving out. They're just spreading out, it looks like. 51st is taking a lot of bullets their way, but most of them are dropping low. Where is Jenkins Brigade? Where's the other 1/2 of Jenkins Brigade? Okay, there they are. How's the 20th going to respond to this? Looks like they're just hanging out waiting.
Forward.
Oh, here's the marching order. They got Weber leading his boys out. Going to challenge Jenkins Brigade. It's quite far away still. You can see the flags there. Union had abandoned the field and it decayed, but Weber's bringing his boys back out into the field to hold the point of contention. This is nice. I don't normally see companies do this.
Also wenn ihr da vorne zu hart auf die Fresse kriegt, zieht euch zurück.
But if they can hold this point of
Okay.
contention for the
Könnt,
remainder of the battle, they can do well, especially if they don't lose too many men in the process. So 51st still in the rocks.
Hey.
Taking quite a few casualties now. Looks like 8th Florida and Jenkins Brigade has really dialed it in. Oh, yeah, it's getting bloody. Holy crap. There goes the...
They told me that they have to fight against the enemy flank, but if we need, we should retreat to this fence, to this zigzag fence.
All right, so it sounded like 51st was calling for support, but the 20th is... they know they got people behind them. I don't think they know how many. And so the 20th is now being held up by just half of Jenkins Brigade, while the 51st is being decimated by the 8th Florida and the other half of Jenkins Brigade. So we'll see how the 51st respond to this. Looks like they're holding tough in the rocks at the moment.
I only see one flag in here.
Oh, there's Venom. Okay, hey, Venom. So Captain Venom on the field. He said he only sees one flag. There are two, but they can't see through this smoke. It's very, very thick, and the sun is shining right into their eyes. So 51st is kind of at a disadvantage here. Let's see how the 20th is holding up. Couple guys drop, but not many. It's a long volley from here.
Dahinter sind Steinformationen, ja? Ganz leicht könnt ihr die erkennen.
I can't even see
Dazwischen hocken die hinter
Jenkins
dem Zaun.
Brigade. There they are.
Fahr!
Reload.
So it's hard to say if those shots are even making it home. This is a really far away. See, at least they got one guy. So there's your 20th. That's such a distance. We got a clear shot of them from here. But I could not see Jenkins Brigade, so they're just shooting at the fence. Hoping they get a shot in. Jenkins Brigade down on the ground, reloading, taking the maximum cover they can. Oh, there got another one. You see all the rounds coming in. That's good cover, though. 20th making shots, but not being super effective. Okay, there goes your 51st. They're retreating to the fence line. You see that here. Actually, just retreating to the field. They got their men massed up again. So they've fallen back. So the 8th Florida and what's the other half of the Jenkins Brigade have pushed them off.
Stay in order, Bobby. Stay in order.
I just respawned.
Do not worry. I know.
They got to be happy about that.
Lieutenant and Johnson, go and check out that area around those bushes in front of us. Move.
Johnson on me.
Already sent Hog out with Johnston to Johnson to check out the area. That's smart. You need to do some reconnaissance. Oh, 20th is on the move. Look, here we go. They're run up to the fence line now. Jenkins Brigade are half of it, firing into the ranks.
Again?
Let's see the effectiveness of the 20th from this range. They got to shoot through a fence. That's great cover. Oop, they got another one. Not a lot of Jenkins Brigade over here. It's only half the line. But they are right now holding up the whole 20th New York. And the 51st is having to deal with the other half of Jenkins Brigade and the 8th Florida. So they'll be calling for support pretty quick.
Hey.
See the shots from Jenkins Brigade. I can see men falling from the 51st in the distance. Here comes another volley from the 20th. Shooting the shit out of that fence, but they're not hitting a lot of guys. It's really good cover right there. We got a runner from the 51st coming over to the 20th again to plead for support. 51st doing a good job holding their ground here against the 8th Florida. Let's see if Tisser moves up. I'm sure Hogg's information told him that the 51st had moved off. Oh, they're coming back now. All right, Tisser moving out again.
Get behind those bushes. Get behind those bushes.
Drawing his men out to the bushes, looking for cover. It's not going to be a lot of cover, but the 51st is out in the open field.
Company, right field march. Right field march. First sergeant, form up.
Well, I am glad that these units are being a little bit more aggressive on this map than they normally are.
Hold.
Hoffman kind of
Form up and look for the sergeant. Get the
All right, they just saw the 20th New York, and they're behind them.
Go, 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 go.
Here we go. The 20th does not see them yet. There's your volley. They hit a couple of them. Let's see how the 20th responds. They've got men in front and behind them now. Do they realize it?
That's right much.
Yes.
Weber
Weber moving his men.
Run, yep.
There's your order to run. Trying to get on the flank of the 51st New York in order to get some kind of cover, some kind of support. Oh, the volley coming in, and Jenkins Brigade, it looks like, has come down to the road as well. Look at this. 20th is now between the hammer and the anvil. They're running for cover right as we speak, trying to get up the hill.
Left face.
Jenkins Brigade
Left face.
Make ready.
moved on down, supporting the right flank of the 8th Florida. 8th Florida now moving back. Tactical retreat. There's your 20th. They've massed up in the field. Union in complete control of the field at this point. You see Jenkins Brigade moving back up the road. Going to meet back up with the 8th Florida. 51st still holding their ground north up here. It is a foggy mess. You can't see anything. So what did the 8th Florida do? They moved back to the fence line. They're sending runners again to kind of take a look at the situation.
We're gonna moving forward too. All right, understood.
All right, you hear Jenkins Brigade. They're going to try to flank them in the forest.
Let's finally take that hill.
Where are the rest of Jenkins? Are they still over in that spot? They are.
Reform double ranks. Childs, Fanny, McMaster, Walksworth. Come on.
Here Tisser pleading with his men to get in rank and order. And Jenkins Brigade wants to get on the flank of these 51st. Do they see them trying it?
Rear rank, take a step to the left. Make sure you're behind the man. Now step out to the right.
You hear Venom and the boys, Livingston trying to get his men in order.
Fire. Step back behind your man.
You got a runner from the 51st out here. Here's Jenkins Brigade, half of Jenkins Brigade.
The main line is a little bit to your right.
8th Florida coming over to support. So the 51st again in trouble in between 2 or at least 1.5 units here. Not hitting a lot yet. Jenkins Brigade sending runners up the fence line as well. The other part of Jenkins Brigade still on the fence, moving up slightly, putting pressure on the 20th New York here, who is standing bravely on the point of contention. They can see the 8th Florida from here, but they're kind of behind that bush and under the hill, so... And they've got rounds coming in from their left flank from Jenkins Brigade on this fence line over here. Weber's probably trying to decide if he's going to move up. Still trying to look over there at the other Jenkins Brigade. And 51st New York still holding on to this anchor on the fence line here.
Over to the west on the open field over there, then the rest of the line is southwest there.
Yes, but keep
You hear the intelligence coming in from the runners. So Jenkins Brigade never made it up on the left flank. They're still on the fence line. Here's 8th Florida as well. 51st is pouring some fire into him. You can see there's a lot of bodies here.
Double ranks, gentlemen.
But it looks like they've broken them up a little bit.
Edwarde, Šťup, double ranks, deseš, doprava, tady, chybíček, o 2 místa. Ceasefire, kneel. Ceasefire, but before you kneel, right just
We're gonna do one more volley and then Jenkins is pushing.
All right, you heard it. Jenkins Brigade's going to do another volley, and they're going to push up. Let's see how the 51st responds. Oh, here come the 20th as well. This could be trouble for 8th Florida and Jenkins Brigade. Because when they make that move, they're going to be in plain sight of the 20th New York, and they are deadly. So let's see what happens when Jenkins Brigade shows themselves over that fence. See Weber out front, trying to find the enemy.
Make ready.
Mini balls whizzing in.
Rear rank, right dress.
Ja, ich hab's gerade gesehen.
All right, they see Jenkins Brigade. Here they come.
Like aim to the west.
Aim
to the west.
west.
Well, they're having to shoot through a fence, and they didn't do a lot. Here comes 8th Florida as well. 8th Florida coming into the field. 20th New York on the reload. I don't think the 8th Florida sees them yet. They're still firing at the 51st. 51st in trouble, but they do have the 20th on their flank. Jenkins Brigade in the woods. What is the 8th Florida going to do? Do they see him?
Südwest zu West.
Direkt vor uns.
Like aim.
Wir aim doch.
Ah!
Oh, flag bearer down. All right, Tisler leading his men over the fence. The whole Confederate Army is now on the left flank, behind the fence, in the woods, going for the 51st flank. Jenkins Brigade on the flank. They've pushed the 51st off. They're running for it.
A little hard to run them on when you're all fucking dead.
Back down the hill, Jenkins Brigade poured a terrible volley into him. You can see the bodies.
Right oblique. Right oblique. Enemy line. Zoo on.
They're calling for right oblique, which is the 20th New York. They're coming this way. Here's the 8th Florida. Also firing into the 20th New York.
Ready, wer steht?
Hallo Henki.
Passwort steht
20th New York, hot and heavy. They are engaged.
Major.
Take aim.
There's your 51st. There's your 20th. 8th Florida taking fire, but giving it back just as hot. Look at the bodies. 20th is down to about half strength. 51st holding on. Shooting into the sun. Confederates have got him in a great spot here. If they can hang on. Jenkins Brigade shooting from the fence line here. On their right side is the 8th Florida. Heard they were fleeing. Sounds like the 20th might be withdrawing. There's your 51st. 20th backing down the hill. And they've still got elements of the Jenkins Brigade behind them.
I'll be the first sergeant.
Okay, reform on the second sergeant. Reform on the second sergeant.
Loads in, bayonets on.
Double ranks, boys. Double right. On our left.
51st doing a really good job today, holding on. This company has really improved over the last few weeks. Doing a great job sticking it in there. When I first started filming these boys, they only like to do long-range volleys, but now they're right in the thick of it. And you can see, here comes the 8th Florida moving up. Tisser being extremely aggressive, as he normally is. 51st has to see him now. Fire coming in. Oh, a heavy volley from both teams.
Leute, muss raus, Einsatz.
But the Confederates are now battle ready while the Union is engaged. That volley by the 8th Florida has tipped the scales slightly. 21 minutes to go, and the Union have lost more than the Confederates. And you can see we've got half of Jenkins Brigade and 8th Florida still on the fence line. 20th New York down the hill. Got their backs turned to the other elements of the Jenkins Brigade. This is a really tough spot for Weber to be in, because he's got to do something about these Jenkins boys back here. They're just being a pain in his ass. There's not many of them, at least 10. And they're just firing freely into the backs of the 20th. But not doing a huge amount of damage, just enough to piss you off, you know?
Reinforcements.
Wir kriegen immer noch
There's your
Südost.
20th, increasing their strength.
Deswegen, dass wir hier weggehen mal.
Die vom Rücken, die vom Rücken.
All right, we got the 8th Florida moving off to the left. To their right. Getting into the trees, coming into the field. Looks like they're going to get to the rocks here. See the bodies of the 51st still piled up behind the rocks. Tisser trying to get an angle on these 51st. Everybody's looking at the 20th. There go the 51st. They're running for it. They got a couple of them. Tisser moving back to the left again. So he's coming out, getting some fire on him, and then breaking back to cover. 51st is backing off. It looks like they're abandoning the field a little bit. They're back on the point of contention. 20th is now moved back to the fence line. They're going to go back around to that top corner. 51st left alone in the middle of the field, facing half of Jenkins Brigade and the 8th Florida. You see 8th Florida firing from up top.
Feinde.
Weiter.
51st giving it back to him. And the 20th moving around to the top corner of the field here. Part of Jenkins Brigade has already beat them to it, but there aren't a lot of them. Here come the 20th. Jenkins Brigade is outnumbered at this point, and they're leaving the area. I don't blame them. Trying to survive. 20th en masse. They have got the corner now.
Left side. Alle Mann ran in den Zaun.
Jetzt. Zu spät.
Oh, you heard the call for bayonets.
Disconnected from your channel.
Whoever's tired of this shit, he's about ready to push these boys off. So Jenkins Brigade and 8th Florida is here. 20th is going to have to push a lot of them.
One at a time.
They're still firing into the 51st here. 51st getting all the love from the Confederates today. See if they can be effective. They're shooting them. A lot of shots going high. Couple hit their mark. Let's see what the 20th is doing here. Have they come across yet? Yes, they have. Slowly but surely, here they come.
James, kurz in command.
All right, so they can't see Jenkins Brigade or the 8th Florida, but they know they're out here. All right, Jenkins Brigade's going to attempt to hold. They can see the 20th through the trees. Here they come. They're getting out of here. They're using the 8th Florida for cover. They're forming an L here. All right, they're all up on the fence line. They've formed an L along the fence and out in the field. 20th, they've sent a runner. 20th coming up slow. They're not in any big hurry here. But they do have their stickers on. They can see the smoke. They know they're out there.
Rear rank, right breast.
Ja, mach mal weiter, ich muss kurz mal wegen Regeln hier ein bisschen gucken.
There's a big mass of people here. They've got their bayonets out as well.
Brace from the fence. Take 2 paces back from the fence. Try not to be, because that's. If he goes in front.
They're totally expecting a bayonet charge from the 20th. They're known for it.
You shouldn't be anywhere near the front.
So the 51st getting a little bit of breathing room while these guys are focused on the 20th. See Colonel Dishonor looking for the 20th. Where are they? They know they're out here in these trees. They just can't see them yet. 16 minutes to go. All right, they've kind of lost interest in the 20th. They're going back for the 51st here. Fire pouring into the 51st. Now the 20th has an opportunity if they get here quick. Where are they? They're marching up. Here they come. It's deceptive. They've waited long enough to where these Confederates have kind of forgotten about them a little bit. This long-range musket fire is not being as effective as they would like it to be. Oh, they come back over the fence for cover, but here come the 20th. Do they see them? 20th sending a volley into the 8th Florida. And Jenkins Brigade, flagman down. There they are, through the trees.
Eine Private an die Fahne.
Kowski, alles gut, passiert.
You hear the call for melee mode. They want to charge them. Here they come. Jenkins Brigade calling the charge first. 20th just let off a volley. Will they be able to hold? Jenkins Brigade and 8th Florida attacking simultaneously, pouring a deadly fire in before the charge, and here they come. 20th New York, totally alone against 1.5 companies. And they have been completely wiped out. Wow. That doesn't happen often. 20th New York had just fired a volley before the guys appeared, and so they were kind of in the worst position they could be, and 8th Florida and Jenkins Brigade just took advantage of that situation and murdered the whole company. So 51st, alone again, out in the field, holding the point of contention. 14 minutes to go. They are engaged, but they still have all. Venom is now looking back. This company from Jenkins Brigade behind him has been a real annoyance to these Union guys. You can see they finally moved up. They're actually in the road now. So the other half of Jenkins Brigade putting a little back pressure on the 51st, who is now really in a tight spot. They've got the other half of Jenkins Brigade and 8th Florida in front of them. Oh, pouring a deadly fire into the 51st. And now you have another side of Jenkins Brigade behind. It's going to be bad. But the 20th is really good about mustering up their troops and getting back into action very quickly. You can see them mustering up as we speak. Being on defense, they're a little closer to the action. But you can see they're already prepared to get back into action. These guys are really fast. I imagine they're going to try to get to this corner because that is where your Confederates are at this point. So the Union can get all the way to this corner and try to push down. But as of now, you see you got part of Jenkins Brigade here. And there's the flag of the 20th. You got 8th Florida moving down just a little bit further.
Yes.
Both companies just pouring fire into what's left of the 51st with elements of the Jenkins Brigade behind them. This is not great for the 51st here, but they are standing their ground. I'm proud of you boys. You're doing a hell of a job today. All right, they've put their stickers on. They're coming back. He said to hell with it. Let's get rid of these Jenkins boys. So the charge is on. What's left of Jenkins Brigade's other half is behind. This might be an even fight here. We'll see if Jenkins can thin them out. I'd give Jenkins Brigade the advantage right here, to be honest with you. But it's hard to say. All right, they've evened it out. The 51st and the 20th. Both teams are now engaged, but they are losing the point of contention. And here come your Confederates. They are on the field. 8th Florida, Jenkins Brigade taking advantage of the 51st leaving the field. They want the point of contention, and they've got it. Where is the 20th?
Ready.
20th still mustering their troops, getting prepared for a move on these Confederates. But they are losing the point of contention. You can see the 20th still mustering up back here. I think they want to get all their troops that they can. This is an impressive move by the Confederates in this game. Jenkins Brigade and 8th Florida being pretty aggressive. Fire coming in. You can see we've got Union soldiers down here. This must be part of the 51st, right? No, 20th New York. 20th New York has moved down. Here we go. Wearing their pajamas today.
James, Feuerbefehle.
Okay, company, take aim.
And they can see these boys out in the field.
Fire.
Oh, a terrible volley by the 20th. Do you see all the drops? Yikes, Florida taking it hard right there. I'm surprised they're not hiding behind the hay. Oh, now we've got a counterattack in process. The Union is taking losses. 6 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in this counterattack. They've done it. They've triggered it. But now they're moving off the field. They're going to invite the Union to come straight into the open field and get shot at. But the Confederates are leaving the field. The 20th has pushed them off. 6 minutes, 32 seconds in the counterattack, but it is fading. You can see the Union is getting it back. All right, and so looks like the 51st have now moved up. They've taken the corner. There's Venom. And they've got a full shot here of what's half of Jenkins Brigade and the 8th Florida.
No, we're half the men.
But, you know, you can still see
20th New York entering the field. Here they go. They're going for the point of contention. You can see them now. Coming straight back in.
Hold.
Trying to defeat this counterattack. They've got 10 minutes.
Make ready.
Looking at the 8th Florida behind the fence and the Jenkins Brigade.
Northwest. Aim. Oh.
See, not a lot of shots hitting that time. They're having to shoot uphill through hay bales. But they are getting back the point of contention. All right, here we go. They're about to do it. Fire coming in. Oh, here come the Jenkins Brigade and 8th Florida. And they're getting charged by the 51st. It's a conveyor line here. You got the 51st coming in behind. You got the 8th Florida coming in to support Jenkins Brigade, trying to maintain this counterattack. Here we go. Full charge. Jenkins Brigade into the 20th New York. 8th Florida coming in right behind them. Can the 20th survive this onslaught for a second time? 51st coming in to support. 20th holding their ground. 8th Florida now at a disadvantage.
Hello, scumbag.
A brutal, deadly bloodbath here.
Great, guys.
You see Kami running with the flag of the 8th Florida, trying to get away. Jenkins Brigade, sorry, Kami. They finally stopped chasing him. So he maintained their flag. And as you can see, 4 minutes left in the counterattack, and now the line is moving swiftly in the Union's advantage. So they're going to be able to maintain this counterattack. That was pretty intense there, what happened. You had 20th in the field, charged by Jenkins Brigade. 8th Florida came up behind him. Simultaneously, the 52nd left their corner position and came in behind, and actually they were able to smash Jenkins Brigade and 8th Florida in between the 20th. It was pretty impressive. But you can see both armies are now engaged. Once again, we've got less than 10 minutes in the battle, and the Union has stabilized their lines. They're at the point of contention. They're now trying to lick their wounds, and the Confederates are going to have to start all over again with only 10 minutes to go. So we'll see what they can do with this now. See both companies forming up. You've got your Jenkins Brigade over here. You've got your 8th Florida right there. They do not have colors. They're on the field. Jenkins Brigade was able to maintain their colors, although we still got that thing going on where the flags don't show up in game. So Tisser's in a hurry. He wants to get his boys engaged real quick. I don't blame him. You see Jenkins Brigade also on the move. Let's see how they go and hit them. They might just come straight for it this time. Forget the fancy stuff. You only got 8 minutes. You see the 20th lining up, 51st lining up to their right, getting prepared for the Confederates to come across the field. They're going to have open shots on them when they do. Here comes 8th Florida over the fence. See Jenkins Brigade further to the right there. Sounds like independent fire. They're not hitting a lot. Yeah, Tisser bringing his men straight to the middle. Coming straight to the fence. Oh, Jenkins Brigade coming to join them, too. Look at this. Confederates have a little bit better cover here. Independent fire is the rule. I'll see the volleys coming in from the 8th Florida, Jenkins Brigade, respectively.
Reload.
Fire coming in as well from the 20th and 51st. So we're going to do some musket play here for 7 minutes. We'll see how long it takes before one of these companies decide to charge in. All right, 8th Florida on the move. Getting to the right, trying to spread it out a little bit. Brutal fire coming in from both Union companies. They're trying to stay together. Oh, flag bearer's down again.
The flag is down.
Yeah, we need to push.
You hear them, they want to push the point.
Load and hold.
Oh, a brutal fire coming in from the Union.
Spread out, there's like 3
Focus the zoo after. Focus the zoo after. Focus the unit on the right flag.
So how are the Unions standing up? Looks like they're taking losses here. Both units still engaged. So the mini balls of the Confederates are finding their homes in Union bodies. They're kind of exposed out in the field, but they really don't have much of a choice. This is the point of contention, and there's not very much time left to go. See the thick clouds of smoke. Can't even see the Confederates at this point.
Command.
They're out here.
Loaded.
Take aim.
Aim. Südwest.
The Union just basically is firing into the smoke at the fence line. Oh, you heard it. They're now taking losses. Union are now losing men fast. 6 minutes to go. They still hold the point of contention. These Confederates are going to have to make a push. They like to wait till the last minute. We'll see if they do it in time.
Leicht redressen, wir werden gerade hier ein bisschen zerrissen.
Because they really have to wait for a volley to get across here. You hear the huzzah. Now both teams taking losses. We're all evened up at 5 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Confederates are going to be at a disadvantage. Here they go. They're moving down the road. You see them moving. Here they come. They're staying as one large mass. I like this tactic. There's your 8th Florida. Jenkins Brigade moved past them. 8th Florida coming over the fence. And they're moving. There's Hoffman moving half his men. So it looks like 8th Florida is split up. There's Jenkins Brigade, as well as 8th Florida. Nope, just Jenkins Brigade. Coming straight in. There's your 8th Florida, 51st. Coming to support the 20th.
Immer noch laden.
And here they come. Jenkins Brigade hitting them hard. Hitting hard, playing music, so I can't stay there. Sorry, Jenkins. 52nd came in to support. There's your 8th Florida here in the field. They're taking that clock back from them. 4 minutes, 42 seconds, and it's ticking away from the Union. But the 20th is still alive, and 52nd or 51st is still there with them. I don't know that there's enough 8th Florida here to do it, but they are still taking the point of contention. They're standing right on it. What is the Union going to do? How long are they going to wait before they come into a full charge? 4 minutes, 21 seconds. 8th Florida standing on the point of contention. Firing into the Union. 20th returning fire.
They're capping again.
Men going down.
Maybe we should charge them.
Confederates are taking the point of contention. This is unbelievable. How long are the Union going to let them do it? They are capping the point. Incredible. And there's not a lot of them here. All the leadership is dead. And here they come. 20th New York coming for the point of contention. Firing as they come. 8th Florida doing what they can. Being supported by the spawns. Will there be enough of them? A lot of Confederate spawns coming in. This might save their life. You see, there's Tisser. Bringing the men up rapidly. You see it's mayhem at the point of contention, but the Confederates are doing it. They're just flooding in from spawn. Oh, and here you go. We got the counterattack in effect. Both teams taking losses. 3 minutes in this match. 6 minutes for the countercharge. The clock is stopped. 6:45 on the counterattack. The Union has 6 minutes, 45 seconds to get in here and push these Confederates off. They're in mass. You've got Jenkins Brigade and 8th Florida en masse at the point of contention. But they're still chasing that flag bearer. Oh, Stefan running for his life. And they finally gave it up. 6 minutes, 20 seconds. The Confederates have stopped the clock. They're in command of the point of contention. Both units taking losses. And now the 20th and 51st are getting back into position. But the longer they wait, the more Confederates are going to be able to come in here. Oh, they're abandoning the point, it looks like. This is interesting. They don't want to hold the point of contention. Okay, they are. They just backed up a little bit. There you go. They want to give the Union more field to run across. There's Jenkins Brigade there. Here's your 8th Florida here. And you can see your Union getting mustered up. They're going to make one last long push across this field. These Confederates want to kill as many of them as they can before they get here. 5 minutes, 26 seconds to go. Jenkins Brigade moving up. 8th Florida slightly behind in support. They're expecting the Union to come across this way. Jenkins Brigade firing into the spawn of the 20th New York and the 51st. They ran up, take a shot, and then they move back. That tactic I don't think is as effective as people would like to believe it is, but... All right, here they come. So you got 20th New York and 51st New York en masse. With 4:51 to go, they're trying to take back the point of contention. They're going to have a lot of Confederates between them and that point. Can they do it? There's Sergeant James.
Over the flag.
See Weber and Venom moving their men into position. Here they come. One last final charge. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. And here they come. There's the volley. Dropped a few of them, not enough. Here come the 20th New York. On the charge, supported by the 51st. Jenkins Brigade's not there anymore. They've backed up. And here they come. Both units hitting Jenkins Brigade hard. 8th Florida on their flank, shooting into the ranks. How long would they wait before the 8th Florida comes in? Here they come. 8th Florida charging the 51st New York. 20th taking on Jenkins Brigade. It is mass chaos here in the field. Confederates holding their own on this side of the line. 20th New York going down. 51st faring better against the 8th Florida. Here's your 8th Florida, against Jenkins Brigade. Here's your 8th Florida. Tisser and the boys coming up, pushing into the 51st New York.
Great.
Onesie twosie, losing the point. There's a lot of Confederates though. Nope. Wadsworth's all alone. Still killing people. Oh, and he's dead. So they've done it. The Union have pushed off the Confederates. Both units are now breaking the counterattack down to 2 minutes and 57 seconds. They're capping the point. Are the Confederates going to let this happen? Or are they going to be able to bring in a force to push them off before it's too late? They're halfway. The Confederates are running to the point of contention now. They should be, but they're not. They're hanging back. Okay, so they're looking at this 3-minute clock. Now it's the Confederates' turn to make this last charge, so they may be able to do it. It's going to be tough. The longer they wait, the more Union are going to be here to face them when they come. Here they come. You heard the huzzah. They've got it. They broke the counterattack. 3 minutes. The clock is running again. We're down to 3 minutes, and here come the Confederates. I don't know if they can do it. It's going to be real tough with only 3 minutes to go and a strong Union force at the point of contention in the field. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Here they come. All the Confederates. They're going to have to mass up. And if the Union can deliver a volley when they get close, but you can see they're at independent fire now.
Independent fire, 20%. Independent fire.
And here come the Confederates. Let's join them. Here they come, playing music again. Can't hang with you, Jenkins, if you're going to play music, man. Sorry.
Kommt Jungs, weiter schießen.
Here they come, Jenkins Brigade leading the way. Confederates all spread out.
Stay together, guys.
Stand your ground.
20th and 51st massed in the middle of the field.
Reload and shoot, boys.
I don't know if the Confederates can do it. 158 left. Not a strong line for the Confederates. They're kind of coming in piecemeal. That's their largest grouping, but they're just kind of hanging back. They're not really making a push for it. 1 minute, 46 seconds to go, and there's a whole lot of Union here to push off. Don't know that they're going to be able to do it. The 20th and the 51st raining a murderous fire into these Confederates standing in the field reloading their muskets. See Colonel Walsh coming around. He's wanting to stab somebody. Weber doing it himself. Yeah, these Confederates, I believe that's going to be a loss. 1 minute, 14 seconds. There's just not enough of them to do anything with this strong Union line under Weber and Venom. They made an effort, but they just came in too piecemeal across this large field. And 55 seconds to go. We got more Confederates coming in, but I think it's going to be too little too late. Still see suicide charges happening here. And there you go, 33 seconds. The units of the Confederacy are now on final push. It's all or nothing at this point. You don't get respawns after dying this time. Here they come. It's going to take a miracle for the Confederates to pull this one out. You can see the 20th and the 51st just firing a deadly rain of bullets into these Confederates as they come across the field one at a time. There's Kronks. He's dead.
You tried that.
They're doing their best, but it's just not going to happen. You can see the Union is victorious. Congratulations to the 20th New York and the 51st New York in that battle. They did a hell of a job. Jenkins Brigade in Florida also fighting very bravely as well. So good job, everybody. Again, thanks for letting me be here. It was a pleasure as always. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, maybe subscribe. Until next time, my name is JOEHOVA, and I will catch you later. Goodbye.